Are we having fun yet, Aiden? And Jimmy's over here bitching. Acting like this isn't the fucking best thing he's done all goddamn week. I mean, it is only Monday, so it's been a short week. All right, let's get started on R4. R4 is on undoing multiplication of polynomials. And we call that factoring. I think this is how it is. I think that's R4 in our book. I need to double check. This was in an older edition and like 5th edition. I think we're on 7th edition. And sometimes those tricky bastards just renumber which sections it's in. And I didn't rewrite my lecture now. What's with the fucking crazy look on your face? That you know what that look like? Look at Luis, that looked like when The Rock does it. Like he fucking raises his, opens one eye, like fucking. No, it's just not. Why are you trying to throw him under the boat like that? All right, so factoring, we're going to follow a process first. First thing we want to do is look for a GCF. GCF stands for greatest common factor. I'll show you how to find that. Once that's done and you have factored that out, let me add that in and factor it out. Step 2 is count the terms. When there's 4 terms, we're going to use grouping. Better put this on my neck before I fucking forget it here. 3 terms is trinomial. And 2 terms is a binomial. And binomial, each of these things has different ways of doing it. We can also have a special case where when the homework tries to fuck you and we need to use substitution is a special case. Here is the tried and true method for finding greatest common factor. In fact, this is going to work for everything that we do. So let's start off with factor. Let's go with 7y cubed minus 28y to the 5th. So tried and true method. Start with the coefficients and factor them in a table. 7 does not factor. So I'm going to make a column for 7s. Maybe I should write the whole damn thing here. 7y cubed and 28y to the 5th. 28 factors, and it factors into 7 times 4. I'm going to factor it even more. 4 is 2 times 2. I already have a column for the 7, so I'm going to use the column for the 7s. Some of this is overkill and can be sped up when you understand the process. Next, we're going to do the y's. Fine, so first, the numbers or coefficients. And second, look for the lowest exponent. The lowest exponent here is a y cubed. So I'm going to write a y cubed on both. And how many more y's does the y to the fifth need to get y to the fifth if we start at y cubed? We need 2, right? Because we add the exponents, we need a y squared. The greatest common factor is our completed columns. As long as you're stacking stuff up, we got a 7 and we got y cubed. The GCF is 7y cubed. So I have 7y cubed minus 28y to the fifth. I can factor out the GCF, which is 7y cubed. What that leaves over is what's left on the chart that is not boxed right now. There is nothing in this row up here, so I'm going to put in a 1. If a row is empty, use 1. And then I got a minus sign, that minus sign's got to go with it. And then I have 2 times 2 is 4, and a y squared. Oh shit. I came up with this on the spur of the moment. This factors more. I just came up with the numbers, I didn't write them down ahead of time. This is a binomial, but I'm not ready to cover binomial yet. This looks like a squared minus b squared. So this will factor more, but we'll do it later. But we'll come back. I want to dig into this GCF thing with you guys a couple times. Ready for more? Nope, pins are still going. Slow as shit, Jones. Not a race. All right, next one. Let's take it up a notch. Let's have, I'm going to use 14x cubed y squared minus 28x squared y cubed plus 21x squared y squared. So I'm going to write each of these terms and then factor them. Following the pattern I did last time. I'm going to make a table. Shit that's in common, I'm going to put in the same column. I recommend doing all the numbers first so you get all the numbers in one area and then do all the variables. $14 is 2 times 7. $28 is 4 times 7, which is 2, or 7 times 2 times 2. I already have a column for one of the 2's, and then I'll have to make a new column for the last 2. And 21 is 7 times 3. So I'm gonna make a new column for the 3, but the 7 is a go. And 7 looks like it's gonna be part of our GCF. Because the 7 column is filled. Next, I'm gonna look at the x's. The lowest x I have here is an x squared. So I'll put an x squared in each column. Lowest exponent for x's. The top one should have been x cubed, but we only have x squared. We need another x. Looks like x squared is going to be part of our GCF. And now I look at the y's. The biggest exponent on the y is a 2. So we'll do y squared on each of them. And it looks like the middle row needs an extra y. So y squared is part of the GCF. Seven x squared, y squared. Now I look for the holes in my chart, or not holes in it, that's for lowest common denominator. We look for what's left over. The 14 term has a 2 left with an x. So this first one has a 2x. The 28 is has the 2 here. It has another 2 there and has a y. So that's 2 times 2 is 4. And it's a y. And it was a minus sign up here. So minus. And the 21 has left over, all it has left over is 3. You can do this faster when you're comfortable with it. The table is a slower approach that always gets it done. If you're okay with looking and going, I know 7 goes into all of those things, you can immediately jump to it. You can immediately go, there's x squared on each thing and a y squared on each thing. It is safe to jump ahead. The table always works, and the table is going to work for lowest common denominator that we're going to do soon too. How can I check this? That's right. Multiply it back out and see if we get what we started with. And with that, I'm going to be merciful. I'm going to let you out a whole 4 minutes early because I am a merciful God. There's your blasphemy on recording. Call your priest. Tell him your teacher's the devil. He's got a master's degree in mathematics. And he called himself a merciful God.